Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine and I have a recipe challenge today. I'm going to be making that Chipotle Mexican rice that everyone loves so much. Now I've got a pot of water boiling on my stove and I am going to have 1 cup of Mexican rice for this recipe. It is shorter grain than my typical basmati rice, but we're going to cook it the same way. I'm going to boil it for between 7 and 12 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm going to head outside to my backyard and I'm going to get cilantro for this recipe. I'm going to start off with a small handful of cilantro, but I am going to need more. So we're going to take that inside, set it aside, and we're going to juice 2 limes. I'm going to add this to the rice once it's done, so I just want to have everything prepped before the rice is finished. I'm going to stick those in my compost bin. We're going to compost that later. Going to put that aside and we're going to chop up our cilantro. I'm using my ulu and chopping board to chop this up, and you can just give it a rough chop. It doesn't need to be too finely chopped. So it's done, so we're going to check on the rice. It's been about 7 minutes and it's not quite done yet, so I'm going to give it another few minutes. 5 minutes is probably too long, so check on this. You want it done al dente, so not too soft and definitely not hard. So now it's time to drain the rice, and because it's a little bit more sticky than I would like, I'm going to rinse it off with some cool water, and this will stop the cooking process and keep it from getting more soft. So it's time to put it back into our pan. I'm going to season it with some salt. Now it's time to add that lime juice, which tastes super delicious, and we're going to add in our cilantro. Now you want to make sure that you're adding in your cilantro at the very end. We don't want to cook that cilantro. We want to leave it that vibrant green. I went ahead and I added just a little bit more cilantro because we didn't have quite enough. So it's all done. I've plated it and now we're going to taste it, and it tastes really amazing. Not quite as good, I have to admit, compared to the Chipotle Mexican rice. However, it's a great way to do this on your own at home. If you want to pair it with some guacamole and some carne asada, I think it makes a really great meal. I know that my children really love it. If you'd like to see some of our other cooking tutorials, you can tap on the screen right now. Don't forget to check out the blog post that accompanies this video for more information. You can find that link down in the description box below. And if you'd like to see how we're homeschooling and what we're eating on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram at Pepper and Pine.